The following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Hey everyone, and welcome to 50 Shades of Bullshit. I'm your host, Christine Lalonde, and this is the podcast where we uncover the truth about online dating. Now let's begin. Hey everybody, this is 50 Shades of Bullshit, and I am your host, Christine Lalonde, and today we have Janice Formicella from Sex and the Solo Girl. Welcome, Janice.
Thank you, Christine.
I'm feeling very sing-songy today.
You look just full of life. The Wyoming mountains must be very good for you.
This cold, crisp, fresh air is doing me wonders.
Okay, I'm the opposite. But no, you look alive. Lots of color in your face. Loving it.
It's called a really good light.
A very good light. My goodness. Look at her grinning from ear to ear. She must have some good things lined up for her in the pipeline. Mm-hmm.
Well, in Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 5 days, my ass is going to be in Mexico.
Amazing. I can't wait to see you there.
Our next episode is going to be my first episode in Mexico.
Oh, cool. Yay. Okay, cool. I actually often have guests on Sex and the Solo Girl who live down there. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the connectivity goes. It's a major issue. So let's make sure to do a sound and tech check before we go on next week.
Yeah, they said they have pretty strong Wi-Fi, and I've got a VNP or VPN, a VPN that will connect me.
Or a PNV?
Yeah, that too.
I love that type of connection.
That connection is all it takes, I'm telling you.
That's all it takes.
Good Lord have mercy. Well, today is going to be a fun episode if you can't tell already. Today we are talking, let me see, what the heck are we talking about? I know it has something to do with sex, but just let me get to it. Okay. So today we are actually getting real about boundaries, desire, butt stuff, creating our own version. Yeah, that stuff. We're creating our own vision board, sex vision board for 2026. So we're going to have a good time. Okay. I'm very excited about some of this topic. I don't have... I have some really great notes that I put together, and I know you have too, because I know you did this episode already.
Well, I do lots of sex confidence stuff.
Yeah, I love it. Well, there are some common barriers and insecurities that individuals face, when they're trying to feel confident in their sexuality, and in some of the ways that I have some notes about some ways that maybe they can overcome some of these challenges, and I'm really excited to hear your thoughts as well.
Yes.
So I think that,
What do you think we're talking about, though? Like, let's lay a little bit of the context as far as sex confidence unleashed. What do you consider to be self-confident?
I think feeling really sexy in your body, being able to step into a space with a partner or a person that you want to connect with and feel extremely confident in either what you're wearing or not wearing.
Okay.
Feeling confident in the communication and how you express or hear your partners, things that they want, being able to talk about your fetishes and your kinks and feeling confident in hearing what the other person is saying and maybe not making them feel shameful in that.
I would hope so.
or feel shamed. I don't think that some people know how to communicate sexually properly. And I'm very excited to talk about that today because we talk about body imaging. I did that a couple of weeks ago with a great guest. But, sex confidence is so much different.
It is, but I'm not sure that you can have one without the other. I think that you can have body confidence without sex confidence, but I don't think it's at all possible to have sex confidence without body confidence. If you're not comfortable in your body and like able to walk down the street, just owning it, able to walk into a room with all eyes on you, feeling great, and also that you're aware of that and that you want to own it, I'm not sure that you can then go into the bedroom and be confident.
I don't know because, I faked for a long time in my life. I faked the confidence so much that when I went into the bedroom, it was a completely different persona.
Really?
So,
Okay.
Yeah. So
you were uncomfortable in public, but comfortable in private?
Yeah, I think that when you try to have a different persona from who you really feel about yourself inside, that makes a difference.
But you should be embody or be confident in both and embody be your most authentic self in both settings.
I think that a lot of men and women are self-confident in the world, but then when they get into the bedroom, they're just not very confident. They don't know how to bring out the sex toys. They don't know how to say, I want this. They don't know how to say, oh, I'm I want to hear what your kinks and fetishes are. I don't think that some people can carry that through into the bedroom. I just I don't.
So you can be totally ready for anything when you go out into the world, but then when you're in private with someone, just feel completely
It can be
paralyzed.
embarrassing, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe sex has been a shameful thing in their life due to, maybe religion. A lot of people are very religious and they go out into the world and they wear sexy clothes and they do sexy things. And then they go into the bedroom and they just can't say anything. They just can't do anything. It's very vanilla.
But do you think it can be vice versa? That you're just like a freak in the bedroom and then go out and can't have a conversation in public?
No, I do think that your logic works this way. Confident in the bedroom, confident out in the world. But I don't think that everybody confident in the world can be confident in the bedroom.
All right.
And so that's why I feel like today's episode is really important because we can have great body image and we can have this great confidence about ourselves. But then when it comes to, sex and fetish and kinks and being confident in the bedroom to maybe the first time you're with somebody whip out the vibrator and that's not always easy for people to do. They might
well, I'm not sure that is what sex confidence necessarily means because you got to build confidence and trust with someone over time. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe people are just out there for the one-nighters, which is fine.
Exactly.
All right.
I mean, I used to be.
But you're would you pull out a vibe on a one-nighter?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm never going to see that fool again. I'm never going to see that motherfucker again. So why wouldn't I want to have my own pleasure? I mean, in the past, before I became more self-sex confident, I think that I wouldn't have. But now I would. If he's not doing the job and I feel like...
because you are insistent on getting off.
Yeah, why not?
Well, I agree.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that is going to make you, make sure that you've got the toys ready. Yeah. Okay.
A lot of people think that everybody wants a porn star body in the bedroom. Like they think that...
Oh my God, no.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of people think, women think, oh my God, maybe if my skin was better or my stomach was flatter or I felt sexier features kind of thing, that maybe it would make them, perform better or feel more confident. But I think that you can feel confident in clothes and then take your clothes off and be like, holy God, what about this bulge or that bulge or this stretch mark? Because, under clothes, you can't see the stretch marks or the love handles maybe, but you
Well,
take
and
the
your
clothes
body
off.
has nothing to do with it. A
Right.
good, strong man is going to be attracted to a good, strong, confident woman.
Yep.
I mean, almost regardless, not necessarily regardless of what she looks like, but that is what attracts people. That is what
Yep.
attracts friends. That is what attracts people who want to date you. That is what attracts, opportunities, is your energy. It is
Yep.
not, yes, like you said, whether or not your skin is perfect or you have a flat belly. I think that that's kind of not even in vogue anymore. But and this is important to talk about because I know that so many women do struggle with this. No matter how thin you are, if you go out into the world with that energy, you doesn't matter. You will not attract a good guy.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, at first in my life, I thought that, being thinner and modelly was, the way I needed to be. And then when my body changed, with having kids and getting older and going through menopause and stuff, that I just felt so unattractive. And then I realized, wait, I'm getting a lot more attention in this body than I did in that other body. And I also realized it may not be the body. It's my self-confidence. It's the way I feel about myself. And it's that energy that I'm giving out that is going to make all the difference. Not so much what it looks like, but how I feel about that. And I think that is so much more important. And that's the way to really start to think about how to overcome that kind of, issue.
Because it doesn't matter what you look like, it's how you present your body to the world. Yeah, and who you are into the world. And it's also the light that you have inside of you.
Right. And that brings me to my second point, the fear of judgment,
Okay.
not being good enough, because, people worry a lot about whether their partner is going to judge them on their sexual skills or their body or their desires. And people are always afraid of so much. Am I doing this right? What do you like? What doesn't he like? Things like that. And it's like, stop getting in your head. You got to get out of your head and start just enjoying it. Because I feel that, when your partner sees you.
Hold on. What is on your hands?
Oh.
Are these permanent?
No. They're just markings for the day.
Sorry to interrupt because you hadn't told me about that. Okay, sorry. I was just like, hold on. Fierce. Okay.
They're just my witchy stuff. Where were we?
Sex confidence and asking for what you want and asking people for what they want and fear of judgment.
Yeah, I think though that when let's just say a man and a woman situation. Let's just talk about that for a second.
The P&V.
Yeah, the PMV. Let's say that the woman is subconscious, quiet, fearful. The man doesn't get a much off of her energy. He's not feeling it. He's not experiencing it. But then when the woman is feeling like really into it and just enjoying it and verbalizing the moment and, just getting into it.
And showing that she wants it.
Yeah, and it takes that level of enjoyment for your partner just way up. It just changes the whole dynamic, like we said, with the energy. It just changes it. And I find that when you are feeling more curious about sex and more curious about, how you can express your desires and feelings and emotions during sex, not just be a wet noodle there, then it makes all the difference in not only their enjoyment, but our enjoyment. Like a friend of mine told me this story one time that his female friend came to him and said that she was not enjoying sex with her husband anymore. It just didn't feel right anymore. She didn't enjoy it. And she was really concerned and wondering what is happening, what's going to happen. She was concerned for her marriage. And my friend said, well, why don't you fake it? Just fake it hardcore. He's like, and see what happens.
This could be another episode. Go on, go on. Okay.
And what happened was, as she was faking it, she started enjoying it. It's the feelings that she was like expressing started becoming real. Like she started feeling
Okay.
pleasure. She was breathing, because I'm going to tell you,
There's a lot to unpack here.
a lot happens with your breathing. If you're
Mhm.
if you're not breathing properly during sex, your body isn't going to start to feel all of those
Mhm.
feelings. I mean,
Okay.
it's like breath work. When you're breathing specific ways, it's going to allow nerve endings and things inside your body to start popping and buzzing, and it's going to make a
Mhm.
difference.
Or yeah, okay, because I don't think like faking it is not the advice that I would give, but maybe another
Not
way to like frame it would be,
okay.
embody
He
and act.
said,
Like, how would you act and how would you move your body if it was happening for you?
right.
Like,
So,
what would
in
you
some
like to be
terms, some
doing,
people
type
would
of thing?
think faking it. But what he
All
was
right, fine.
meaning and how
Mhm.
she took it was just breathe as if she's enjoying it.
Or
Act as embodying
embody the
it.
energy of
Right,
orgasm.
exactly.
Okay.
Which she did, and then
Mhm.
therefore it happened. And it just changed everything for them, which I find really, really interesting.
And then it would have
Um,
changed her confidence too, because
mhm.
she would have then known that just like releasing and surrendering and into these like primal acts and breaths and movements and still being seen by her partner and accepted, and
Mhm.
also knowing that
Mhm.
it could lead to things that she hadn't accessed in a while.
Well, I think it also showed her that it wasn't her partner, it was her. She was
Mhm.
in her head. She wasn't really into it. She wasn't, it was her behavior and mindset that changed, and energy that changed it.
And
So,
that is actually really important, especially for couples who have been married for a certain amount of time,
mhm,
is, yeah, to actually look at yourself and what you're bringing to the bed,
yeah,
especially for
yeah.
women when you're feeling
Mhm.
downtrodden and etc.
Yeah. Well, shame from, I want to jump to the next one. Shame from childhood, religion, and past relationships can cause a problem. In that feeling confident in the bedroom. Like many people are taught that sex is sinful and dirty, or only acceptable in certain roles, like having children. And so, pleasure isn't meant to be part of that, but our bodies were built for pleasure. That's it. Our bodies were
Yeah,
literally
girl.
built for it. So my thoughts on that is maybe like replace some of those thoughts with newer truths for yourself, like pleasure is allowed. My body is not shameful. Desire is normal human experience. And our bodies are, women have a huge erogenous zones. Why would we feel pleasure
Multiple,
if
like
we
one of
weren't
mine
meant
is
to?
here. But
They're like
also
all over our body.
yeah, one of mine is also on this side. If and also if you aren't maybe feeling sexually repressed because of religion and upbringing, if you have come out of maybe a long-term relationship, it could have
Mhm,
become sexless or methodical in the end, or you could have started to do things that you didn't want to do,
mhm,
especially if the relationship wasn't really going very well for a while. And so coming into a new relationship, you might not feel the sexual freedom that you would want to in a new partnership,
right.
because perhaps your sexual desires weren't being celebrated, and just simply because you haven't been able to access sexual excitement for so long. And
Right.
so it can feel not scary, but you're just not sure how to get it reactivated. And that's kind of
Mhm,
what I see
mhm,
with my friends and my clients, is just I haven't really been able to just like unleash myself in the bedroom for so long. Is that even
mhm,
really a part of me anymore?
mhm,
And
mhm.
like this person perhaps in my last relationship didn't, fully appreciate it, or I just lost track of it. I know for a while when I was in Australia, I just started and I wasn't self-pleasuring. I wasn't really having sex for about 6 or 7 months, and I just felt like I lost this like core aspect of myself, and how do I get
Yeah,
it back? Maybe, you know,
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I was too old or something.
Well,
And
a
then when
lot
I
of
got
women.
into new relationships, I just felt like so shut off from it somehow.
Mm. I can see that because a lot of women are focusing daily on their spouses, their home, they're
Mm.
cooking dinner, making beds, doing laundry, feeding children, getting them off to school, picking them back up,
And that can
doing
become a
homework.
pattern.
Yeah. So
And that's
when
why
you're
you
not
have to fuck
self-pleasuring,
daily.
right, I agree with you. And I also think that in between that, the self-pleasure is what brings that
Yes, let's
on,
talk
especially
about
for
it.
women. Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, when we talk a lot about the sex magic and the manifesting or meditating with masturbation, that makes a big difference in your mindset when you're talking about self-pleasure and feeling sexy and feeling like that build of desire. I think women need to experience that a lot more, to put themselves in the mood. And it's okay to know your body, like
Mhm.
to really know your
Well,
body.
and
And there's just,
that leads to a lot of confidence, because if you are
yes,
okay with your own naked body and touching your own naked body and
yes.
bringing your own self to
Mhm,
climax, I mean,
mhm.
that's if you bring that into a relationship, you're going to be magnetic.
Yeah,
But
it is. I
and
do.
not every woman can do that.
No,
Mhm.
no, no,
Or
no,
even
no. And
wants to.
well, Rebel has said many times on
Yes,
here, and
we've talked
I
to
don't.
Rebel about her self-pleasure practice.
She doesn't practice. She doesn't want to practice, and I
God,
never understood that.
never, 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 never. Why do I have to do it when I have other people to do it for me?
I think that some
We should have
people,
her come
Rebel.
on,
I
and we should
know.
do a little panel, a little jury where we try to convince her.
Well, think about this. Rebel's very self confident in her partners, and she's getting plenty of pleasure from her partners. She feels like she doesn't need to, she just said, why do I need that if I have my own partners? And I've tried to express many times, many reasons why you should.
If you're
But
multi-orgasmic, go on and get those multi-orgasms.
exactly. But that not everybody has those partners, or not everybody
I
has that
do, and I
experience.
still
Me too.
get it on with
Daily, multiple times.
Christine.
I do a morning practice to get
Ooh.
myself in the right mindset for the day. I manifest what I want for the day and for the week, for the month, whatever year. And then at night, if I'm not with a partner, then I do it for my own self journey, because when I do these kind of self-pleasure things, I am manifesting, I am meditating, and I travel. I travel through time, and I travel through different, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Ti Dimensions. And so I experience so many different things when I practice this, that I practice it to the point to where I can also do these kind of exercises without it, but I like it with it because it
With it?
creates a different. Mhm.
What do you mean with it
With
or
self
with?
masturbation,
Oh my
with
God,
self
you
pleasure.
are my hero.
So much so that I can actually call on an orgasm without touching myself, without
Oh my
somebody
God.
touching me.
So an
I can do it
energetic.
with, yeah, I can
Have
do
you
an
taken the
energetic one.
erotic blueprints quiz?
No, is there
Okay,
one?
we'll talk about it off
Okay.
the air. Okay.
Erotic
All right.
blueprint. Okay, we'll do an episode of that because
Yes,
that
please, please.
sounds
All
really
right.
sexy.
Yep.
Yeah. So, there are other neutral body language ways that you can actually start to build sexual confidence, besides self-pleasuring. And that could be like exercises like standing tall, shoulders back, slow breathing in the chest and the belly.
I have one.
You have one? Tell me.
Okay, sorry, but I don't think it's on your list. But
Okay.
one thing that has helped my sex confidence from a fairly early age, talking 20s, because everyone knows I did not do this in my house growing up, but walking around. Okay, first of all, sleeping naked.
Yes.
Sleep naked.
Naked.
Sleep
Well,
naked and walk around your house if it's possible. Sleeping naked and walking around your house naked it actually does build your confidence. A lot of people are not comfortable doing either. If you can just walk around your house without any clothes on, you will slowly start to become more comfortable with your body, and that will transfer over into every realm of your life potentially.
Yeah, my doctor actually told me to sleep naked.
Okay.
Because I was having
you not? When was
flora problems in my vajayjay. I was having hormonal type imbalances, and I was getting cotton underwear, nylon underwear. Underwear can cause problems with your flora.
You would sleep with your underwear on?
Oh, yeah. I used to sleep with underwear and T-shirt every night for all my life. And she's like, stop wearing clothes to bed and stop wearing underwear. So I did. And
stop wearing underwear.
Changed my world.
Yeah.
Yes. It changed it, not only confident-wise, but also it changed my body's flora. And I don't have as many yeast infections or bacterial infections. It helps with that. So I agree with you.
When was this, if you don't mind me asking?
All my life up until about 3 or 4 years ago.
Christine, oh my God. So many of like the pieces of my friendship and knowing you like have all like, that makes so much sense. Cause in the last 3 years, you've just like opened up so much. And that was also the time when you started sleeping naked?
Yeah.
For the first time?
Yeah. Isn't that wild? Yeah. It's sexy.
Okay. Yeah, so sleep naked, get comfortable in your own sheets. First of all, it feels way better. I can't really go back. Actually, I have to say, once in a while, I'll like leave my tank top on. Chris will come over and he's like, "What is happening right now? Why do you have a shirt on?" But never. Yeah, sleep naked and then get up, go have your coffee in the morning without any clothes on, walk around your place in the morning naked. It might feel uncomfortable at first. I know that it does because my friends have told me. But when you get to when you cross over to the point where you're walking around completely not even considering the fact that you have clothes on or not, you'll notice a shift in how you show up in public as well.
Absolutely. I think, just the whole self-confidence thing of being able to even say if your partner's around, just walk around. I do. I just get up and walk.
Well, especially if your partner is around.
Absolutely.
Well, but you bring up a really good point. Because if you want to be sex confident, yes, being comfortable in your own home when it's just you, but I would hope being as comfortable, if not more comfortable, naked in front of your partner. Let's everyone push yourself to be naked in front of your partner as well.
Well, I've heard, over the years, since I've become more confident and I am nude all the time, that men find that extremely sexy, that I just feel so confident that it doesn't even faze me.
I'm saying.
That I just walk across the room and I'm like, shake it, baby. Oh.
Is that okay?
It's
I can say that's I don't do that.
I'll shake my tushy for him.
Do you twerk?
I twerk.
I guess that's one thing I would say I'm not confident in.
Twerk that bitch. Twerk it, baby.
Okay, can we just stop for a second? I personally do not find twerking to be the least bit attractive.
Neither do I.
Okay.
I can't do it well. I suck at it, but I know how to shake that nasty thing.
But even when I see other women do it, I'm like, this is what we're all supposed to be striving for?
No.
That shit's not sexy. I'm obviously people would, agree to disagree. But I've never been I need to learn this.
I love it.
Okay. This brings out all of the most unattractive sides of your ass. It weird wiggling in areas that should not be wiggling. Again, just me.
Yeah.
Oh, you.
If you need a travel, go back. What did he say? If you need a travel partner,
Hey,
let me know.
Phil.
Phil. Hey, Phil. Happy to have you back.
Okay,
We
but
need to have
let's
a
ask
sleepover.
Phil
Oh, God.
really quick. Phil, do you find
Yeah.
twerking sexy? Anyone watching?
I do this thing where I think, well, during sex, if my partner's behind
During
me,
sex.
I take my ass and I can make it go back and forth like this. Oh yeah, it's pretty great. They love it. They're like, ah!
Okay, so okay.
Phil says nope to the twerking.
Okay, I don't even know. Okay, so first of all, we have one vote for no for twerking.
Yes.
Okay, can we just break this down a little bit? So when you're getting done from behind, you make your butt cheeks.
I can make my booty go back and forth. Trust, sister. It's hot.
Okay.
It's hot. It makes me feel hot. They love it. Yeah. Okay. So let's go back. Building self-confidence sexually can also be like working on your script, like learning how to sex talk. And pre-sex like ritual type stuff. I have a few of those. Like saying, you can always practice first. You can always practice with like, that's not my vibe. Let's do this instead. Or a slower, more pressure, stay there. Oh yeah, that's it. Things like that. It's
so you're speaking like verbal comfort level.
Yeah,
okay.
Verbal comfort level. Like maybe practice it before,
Well, this brings up a couple of my tips.
I love that.
Because not everyone is comfortable with dirty talk.
No.
In fact, you want to know someone who is not comfortable with dirty talk? Jessie.
What?
Exactly.
I am shocked.
She says it embarrasses her. Right.
Really? It's hot. It's
hot.
My
God, it's so my thing.
Mine
so
too.
a couple tips I will give couple tips I will give around verbal sex confidence is we're talking very practically here. So being comfortable broaching the subject of safe sex with new partners, because it's a little uncomfortable, it's a little sexy, it's a little sensitive, and it's very important. So being able to just bring it up before you have the encounter will get you to the point where you naturally become more confident in general. Because a lot of people don't want to do this, but if you just know maybe a line or maybe a text that you want to send to the person or some way that you want to bring it up, put it out there, you will feel emboldened. And you'll carry that into your future interactions with this person and with others.
I think that making sounds helps get you to the place where you can start learning how to be verbal. Like when you're just giving the, like maybe you're in a place that you're like close to the ear or in the neck and you can breathe like sounds into it, like, or ooh.
Okay. Yes, I will say I do that kind of naturally, but
the M's help. Because things like
humming,
that you can start to gauge your partner's reactions to it when they're like, oh shit. And you can start saying things like, oh yeah.
Was that a good shit or a bad shit?
Like, that's a good shit. That's a about to nut shit.
You know what? So we went to a beer and metal festival for our anniversary, and it was loud as hell. But Chris noticed he had his hand kind of like, or his arm kind of around me, and he could feel my neck. And when he would touch me, he could feel that I was making noises, which I just kind of did naturally whenever, he's near me or he's touching me. And I would say,
too.
Just
I'm just thinking about it and making noises.
And I was like, well, yeah, I am like humming or mumming or because I'm, enjoying it. And he could feel it in my neck. And so now, like putting his hand right there, he can feel when I'm happy.
Yeah, feel it in the chest too. Because when you do that, it resonates down your body. Yeah.
But what would you say though? Because I know for a fact that women especially are not necessarily comfortable with that for whatever reason. So I would say, like what would be a first tip that you would give? First of
to
all,
get there?
I think what it comes down to is learning present moment awareness, whether it's in the bedroom with a meditation practice, with music, with dance, with self pleasure. If you are not able to like center yourself in the moment and just like be in the moment, even with yourself, you probably won't be able to moan or ask for things or even get into a breathing pattern that will allow for the rest to follow.
I think that there are some staple words that you can start with, just like yes.
Okay.
Like maybe you start with the yes and finish it with that,
Okay.
or be going like, don't stop. Don't stop. Yes. Right there. The word right there.
But yeah, what if you're a little, I don't know, like not embarrassed, but just aren't quite comfortable verbalizing in those ways? I think then you got to backpedal a little bit. And like we said, get comfortable with your body, get comfortable with your voice. And it like creates a snowball effect.
Yeah, just say the word one fucking time and see the reaction.
Yeah, totally.
Like when you see the reaction, when you feel the reaction, when you hear the reaction, it is really incredible and it's empowering. It's very sexually empowering, and it gives you more like, wow, that really got it. Or maybe even later after, I've said things and in the past, a man has said, wow, when you were talking to me, woohoo!
Yeah.
It's like, and all I said was yes, or don't stop, or right there, or don't, keep it on, baby. Deeper. That's a great word.
Okay, so we have yes, we have don't stop, and we have deeper. Okay, all right.
Faster, slower, don't move. That's a great one. Don't move. If someone is hitting
don't
your
even
spot
get me started on that
and they keep going off, just say don't move.
I've tried, girl.
Stay right there. Right there. Right fucking there. It's like you've hit it. Just stay. Keep that up, big boy. It's like that shit. What's that, baby?
Do you feel that telling them don't stop or right there, doesn't that tend to distract the person?
No,
they should be focusing
not
on
with
you
someone
anyway.
who's good at what they're doing. No.
Yeah. I think that if they're paying attention and their pleasure comes from pleasuring you, then that will not. Now, if someone is self-centered and is always only focusing on his own bullshit, then you telling him that will maybe knock him off his game, but that tells you a lot.
But again, if you're in the moment and you then suddenly say don't stop, or then it's like kind of a dance,
If they've never said anything and all out of the blue, you're like, don't stop! That might be a problem.
Well, yeah, if it's not just a line.
Right?
If you've been sitting there saying nothing and all of a sudden you say don't stop.
I think the communication prior makes a lot of sense too. Just being able to communicate what you do like, what you don't like. I communicate to men that I'm very sensitive. My skin is very sensitive. They don't have to be too hard, too rough, too anything. And if they are, then I say softer, just softer, and that most of the time will fix the problem. And things like that is what's going to allow them to understand that you're a communicator. That's important.
And that you also want pleasure. And we should continue to go back to this, and it's that it's still your responsibility to bring in your own pleasure and to get what you want, whether it be by getting it, communicating it to your partner, many ways. It's not somebody else's job to read your mind or to make anything happen for you or to you.
Yeah. And going back to what you said earlier, when you said, send a flirty text, that can help start the mood.
And this can build confidence as well. Because if you
wear
can send something dirty via text, you would have already been confident enough to do it, and then like get the little surge of energy when it's out there, and then keeping it going.
Yeah.
Some people are very self-conscious to even like say what they want in a text.
Yeah. I mean,
using
if it's
words.
coming right. And if it's coming from a place of fear, just being able to say to yourself, I can do sexy things and survive will help.
Anybody watching, I am here to help. Seriously. Whether it be coaching or just going to my YouTube. I just started doing toy reviews.
That's
yes. Sexiness is your birthright. Like you all have it in you. I promise you. And it can change your life.
Yeah, there's also pleasure muscles that you should work on strengthening prior.
Okay. You don't mean just Kegels?
No, they're not just Kegels. Kegels, yes, of course, is a great one. If you don't know what Kegels is, you're just gonna focus on your vagina area and clench, hold.
Well, men do Kegels as well.
But
should at least.
Pelvic tilts will make a big difference. So if you're practicing pelvic tilts will help. Also, hip opening yoga. So hip opening yoga will allow to strengthen your sex muscles.
The goddess pose.
And deep belly breathing. Deep belly breathing helps a lot, especially when I feel a lot of pleasure when I do breath work, because breath work has to start in your lower belly. So you take 2 breaths in and release, and it's the lower stomach, and then it's your chest, and then it's so it's.
We should do a breath work, like morning meditation sometime. You and I together.
Let's do that.
Okay.
We should do that because that is a real strong, beautiful thing that helps with your pleasure zones and your pleasure muscles. It's a big deal.
And again, activating these things can lead to more confidence if you know that you can access them.
Right. And if someone is feeling insecure about talking during sex, and if you are afraid to do it before, maybe try after. I have some key words for after. And that is that felt really good.
Kind of basic, but
well,
I'm just
some
teasing.
People can't if they can't fucking talk in bed, they can't talk out of bed.
Say that felt good, please.
And you can use that during, that feels good. You can say that. You can say right there, like we said. And the other one is, I love when you do that. Or afterwards, you can say, I love when you do.
Yeah, so it's really good to get into a practice of like sharing reflections or frames after sex. Even when you're lying there, just like sharing one thing that you enjoyed about it. And again, it's going to potentially help your partner's confidence, potentially help the bond, but also you're getting used to just verbalizing these things.
Yeah. And speaking of verbalizing, sometimes writing things down helps. And I have 2 key sentences that I think that can really, if you write it down and repeat it to yourself, it really helps. And it's, I'm becoming a person who enjoys asking for what I want.
Oh, okay.
And the other one is, I'm becoming a person who feels sexy in my skin.
Or I am a person who feels sexy in my skin.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. Let's see. I have some practical tips. Let's see.
But also, how did this change your life and when you became more like this? Because I've seen the transition in you.
Yeah. Personally, it's made my sex life stronger, better. It's made me feel more confident, not only in my body, but out in public. I have always been outgoing, but this makes me even stronger in a way that I don't have to force being outgoing anymore. I just am embody it. And because I feel better in my skin, I actually do things that make me look better in my skin. I work out every day now. I walk miles every day now. I eat differently. I take care of my skin differently. I grew out, my hair grew out. I lost weight. It made me feel so, just practicing these things that we've talked about today literally has changed my life.
Yes, seriously, everyone, whether or not you are in a relationship, you can become more sex confident and you can develop your self-pleasure practice and use it to change and improve and add more color to every single facet of your life.
The color. I mean, just seriously, I agree with you on that. It changes everything. It really does. And, it allows you to experience and just like step out of your comfort zone. It can change every part of your life. If you feel that fucking confident in the bedroom, imagine what it can do for you at your job, asking for a raise, getting the promotion you've been longing for, changing careers, starting your own business. It's like that confidence is wild. I mean, Janice, you know better than anyone. Who in this world always said, no fucking way would I travel by myself? Not only am I traveling by myself now, but I'm moving to another goddamn country by myself.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud. And you're right. I remember when you texted me that you were even at an airport bar by yourself and how excited and how uncomfortable you were, but also how excited you were to share that you were doing this. And of course, I'm thinking this is just like a normal week for me, but you had said yes, that this is just not how you are. This is not how you travel. This is not what makes you comfortable. This is not what's fun for you. And the first time you did it, just like, hey, you selfie, I'm at a bar by myself. And now you're going on this adventure with no man involved whatsoever.
Real quick before we get off this, we only have 4 minutes left, but someone has called in. Kelly has asked, if someone has never texted or talked sexy with you or to you, would you question why they are starting it now?
I need a little more context.
No, I wouldn't question it. I'd be fucking going with it. Maybe they want to step it up. Maybe they want to bring a new element into your relationship. Maybe they want to, maybe
there's
they're
obviously
practicing shit we're talking
about. And a wrong way to do it. You're not just gonna, send a random text saying, I want you to lick my, see you in Dave.
Right.
But no, especially if I'm just never. There's probably a very graceful, lovely way to ease into it.
Yeah.
But if I had been seeing someone, no, it depends on how you go about it.
Here's the thing, though. Here's a great way to go back with it and say, ooh, yeah. Maybe what they're saying, they're trying to test to see how open you are to changes or adding things or experimenting. Maybe say, wow, that was really an exciting text I got. What inspired you? So that would be a really great way to ask them, what got you excited about asking me that? Or
I can't wait to see you again. And then maybe be like, oh, why? I can't wait to see you either. You're like, I'm thinking about our last kiss. If you're worried about suddenly starting to talk dirty, say something like that.
Well, Kelly's asking maybe Kelly's asking if you have never done it before and you start doing that, they may ask you, well, just say, hey, I want to connect deeper, or I want to experience things with you. Yeah. And I just thought, you know what? I was thinking about you and I got inspired and I thought I'd tell you.
Yeah. I was thinking about your arms, or I was thinking about your lips, or I was thinking about that last selfie you sent to me. There's definitely a way to get into this. Go for it, girl. Go for it, Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly, go for it. Yeah, I love this. This is a really exciting topic. And it's been so fun. And we're going to talk about the blueprint, Janice, so that later we can come back and
I would
talk
love
about
to.
that. Next week we have consent is sexy, asking, telling, and holding your line. I'm very excited to talk about that because that really brings in a lot of exciting things. My lighting has changed. It's really weird right now.
Just getting darker outside. But also when it comes to consent and being able to say no and speak your boundaries, that also comes with a lot of confidence building.
Absolutely.
I mean, being able to say no is even more important than voicing no and voicing yes are two completely different things, but they are both like equally important for sure.
Absolutely. We have next week Kara from the somatic sex coach that came on a few weeks ago, and Janice is coming back next week, and we're going to talk about consent. It's going to be very fun. Time has flown. We love all of our listeners so much, and thank you all for coming every week. And same time, same place. Till next week, and let's just keep this shit real. How about that?
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed this episode, please share with your friends, like and follow us on Instagram at 50 Shades of _bullshit and Facebook at 50 Shades of Bullshit. Thanks so much for listening, and we really hope to see you again next week.